curb, yellow lights upstairs, somebody's TV glowing through the humid air. The vending machine still works next to apartment 14. Same blue plastic bench, same cracked basketball screen. I stood there for a minute, hearing trains far away, and suddenly I saw us like it was yesterday. You had that gray hoodie on, even in summer heat. We were drinking lemon soda with our bikes beside the stairs. Your mom leaned from the window, saying, "Don't stay out too late," but nobody moved. Those nights felt so long, streetlights after rain, talking about nothing, like nothing would change. Now the court is empty and everybody's gone, but sometimes at midnight I still hear us talk. There was music from somewhere, no cassette tape, cars passing slowly, water shining on the street. Anton kept missing shots. You laughed until you cried. A mosquito near the light, and somebody saying, "One more ride." Then we rode through the parking lot, past the sleeping stores. One went through the alleyways like we'd done before. Nobody thought about leaving, nobody looked at the time back then. Those nights felt so long, streetlights after rain, talking about nothing, like nothing would change. Now the court is empty and everybody's gone, but sometimes at midnight I still hear us talk. Second floor, window open, white curtains moving slow. For a second I expected to see us there below. Those nights felt so close, like they never end. Just kids under neon before life happened. Now the city looks smaller, but the feeling survives. Some summers never really die. Orange streetlights buzzing in the heat, music from the windows drifting down the street. Bikes by the entrance gate, boards against the wall. Somebody brought a radio, playing songs too loud. Plastic cups and lemon soda, sweatshirts on the curb, back inside. Not yet. July never ends when you're 16 at night. Sneakers on the pavement under orange lights, talking about nothing, like it mattered so much. Warm air after midnight and all of us alive. TV glow from apartment windows, cicadas in the trees. Somebody's older brother driving slowly down the street. We sat outside the corner store till almost 2 a.m., passing drinks around the circle again and again. Your skateboard wheels on concrete, that hollow summer sound still lives somewhere in my head every time the sun goes down. Nobody thought about tomorrow, nobody cared about time back then. July never ends when you're 16 at night. Sneakers on the pavement under orange lights, talking about nothing, like it mattered so much. Warm air after midnight and all of us alive. Windows open everywhere, fans spinning in the dark, music echoing between the apartment blocks. July never ends, some nights stay that way, frozen in the warm air, somewhere far away. Still hear the skateboards rolling, still see those parking lights. Late summer in the courtyard, forever after midnight.
Wall clock ticking slowly, summer fan turning round, blue television light moving across the floor. Coffee cups in the sink, still there after midnight. Dad loosened his work tie, standing by the stove light. Mom asleep on the sofa, TV still playing low. One hand hanging downward, remote control below. I remember pretending I was already asleep in the backseat of the car, listening while they spoke softly. Street lights through the window, passing across my face. I didn't know back then how tired they both looked. They were young ones too, just trying to make it through long days in grocery lines, bills stacked beside the phone. And somehow every night still felt warm inside that home. Kitchen tiles cold beneath me, cartoons muted on TV. Dad carrying me upstairs, careful not to wake me. I still remember his jacket, smelling like smoke and rain. The hallway light behind him, yellow Nobody looked heroic, nobody had the answers. They just kept going. They were young once too, not just parents in my room. Two people getting older, trying hard not to fall apart. And I can finally see it now, all these years later in the dark. The fan still hums the same way, late summer after rain. And somewhere in those small nights, their whole lives quietly remain. They were young once, too tired eyes and early shift. Small apartment, kitchen lights after everybody slept. I never saw it clearly then, but I remember it now. Warm wind after midnight, parking lot lights glow. Somebody's washing dishes in a window above. There used to be two bikes by the sidewalk rail. Yours had that broken brake, mine had faded paint. Every night after dinner, you throw rocks at my window, and 5 minutes later, we'd already be outside. Basketball behind building 3, street lights on the court, playing until somebody yelled, "Keep it down up there." Back then, every summer felt endless, like we'd always stay the same. Now the court is empty, just the sound of the lights buzzing over wet asphalt. Late at night, I don't even know where you live these days, but this neighborhood still says your name. We bought a cheap orange soda at the corner store, sat beside the entrance talking on the floor. You said, "We'll leave this town, get cars and bigger lives," like the future was so far away. We could laugh about it all night. There's still marks on the curb from where you crashed your bike, and somehow that small detail hits me every time. Nobody noticed how years disappeared until they already did. Now the court is empty, just the sound of the lights buzzing over wet asphalt. Late at night, I don't even know where you live these days, but this neighborhood still says your name. Third floor, television glow, moths surround the lamps. For a second it feels like still come around that corner. Now the streets are quiet and the summer air feels strange. Everybody slowly becomes a memory someday. Still I see your bicycle leaning near the stairs every late August night, like you never left here. Cardboard boxes by the wall, tape peeling at the sides. My room sounds different now, every word echoes tonight. The shelves are finally empty, the squares where pictures stood. One last fan turning slowly, like it knows I should leave before the morning, before the trucks arrive, before this little neighborhood becomes another life. Outside near the entrance, everybody's sitting low, talking about small things because nobody wants to go. Cars passing through the avenue, headlights across the trees. Some nights feel like endings before anybody speaks. Tomorrow, this is gone. These hallways, these late July nights, the payphone by the corner store, the flicker of those signs. Tomorrow, this is gone, and I don't know how to explain how a whole piece of your life can fit inside one street name. Mike kick stones across the sidewalk, Sarah smoked beside the gate. Nobody looked emotional, but everybody stayed late. Warm midnight air not moving, old apartment, shadows long. Somebody played a cassette tape quietly from the lawn. I walked back through my bedroom one last time alone. The carpet marks beneath the desk, the crack beside the door. Funny how the smallest things are the hardest ones to leave. Tomorrow, this is gone. These hallways, these late July nights, the payphone by the corner store, the flicker of those signs. Tomorrow, this is gone, and I don't know how to explain how a whole piece of your life can fit inside one street name. We said we'd all keep talking like nothing really changed, but deep down in that silence we knew life doesn't stay. Tomorrow, this is gone. The room, the court, the avenue, the people I was becoming when all of this felt true. Tomorrow, this is memory by the time the sun arrives. But tonight the whole world still lives right here outside.
engine light still on, and somewhere down the street a car disappears into the dark. Wipers moving slowly, rain across the glass. 2 a.m. on Maple Street, driving way too fast. The school still looks the same, blue doors and brick walls. One light inside the hallway, still glowing after all. Water on the parking lot, street lamps in the rain, empty buses sleeping by the fence again. I slowed down by the entrance without meaning to. My hands remembered before I even knew. Backpacks by the gym wall, cold air after class. Everybody laughing like those nights would last. After the last spell, we stayed out for hours, talking in the parking lot under yellow lights. You stood beside the bus stop, hair wet from the rain, and for a little while the future felt awake. The basketball court's empty, puddles near the fence. That old soda machine probably still makes no sense. I remember Tyler smoking behind the science rooms, somebody's cheap headphones playing songs too loud. You wrote your name on my notebook in black marker pen. I thought I'd keep it forever, back when we were 16. Now the streets are silent, no cars in the lot, nobody waits there anymore. After the last spell, we stayed out for hours, talking in the parking lot under yellow lights. You stood beside the bus stop, hair wet from the rain, and for a little while the future felt awake. I drove past slowly one more time tonight. The gym lights in the rear view, getting smaller in the dark. After the last spell, everybody disappeared. But sometimes late at night, it still feels close from here. Wet asphalt and streetlights shining through the rain. Some places keep your memory, even when nobody remains.
under pale white light. The automatic doors still drag the same way when they slide. Dust around the candy racks, clock glowing red at night. Glass bottles in the cooler, water running down the sides. Cash register beeping softly, some things never change inside. Receipt paper curling slowly onto the faded tile. The cashier doesn't know me now, but I've been here 1,000 times. Open all night, same vending machine glow, same humming lights above. From so long ago, empty parking spaces, wet reflections shining blue. This place remembers us better than we do. We used to sit outside here after school till late, orange soda in our hands, boards scattered near the gate. Somebody always laughing, somebody smoking badly, cars rolling through the avenue like the night went on forever. Now there's only traffic somewhere far beyond, and the freezer motors singing their old familiar song. Open all night, same vending machine glow, same humming lights above. From so long ago, empty parking spaces, wet reflections shining blue. This place remembers us better than we do. Nothing dramatic happened here, no final words or scenes, just small forgotten evenings still alive inside the screen. Open all night, fluorescent silver haze, one more quiet stop between the years we gave away. The doors close behind me, soft static in the room, and for a second I can almost see all of us there too.
Bike wheels spinning silver under orange street lights. Music from a cassette player echoing through the night. BMX bikes by the stairwell, handles shining blue. You led